Well, y'all, it looks like I was wrong. Hell did indeed freeze over again. In fact, it froze over so thoroughly that they actually went further than I thought they were going to. I'm going to explain the entire thing right now, but the clips I'm about to show you about the Minneapolis situation are going to make your jaw drop. Because it turns out I told you that they were going to drop the story completely on Monday. Well, I stopped a little short of the goal. It turns out they were just going to do an Uno reverse and start saying the truth out loud. I know. Seriously. Hell, park a store. It's a thing. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. And please, let me hear what you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Y'all, I'm about to show you the View turning on this whole thing. I mean, listen. Lefty 101. If you lost the View, you lost everything. Okay, now let's get into this. Of course, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek, but make sure you catch the live stream tonight where we dive into a whole lot more story. It's going to be fire. It's 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you are there. Okay, what am I talking about? Great question. Of course, we're talking about the Minneapolis shooting. You know, the one that the internet set on fire and protests set on fire, and now all of a sudden is like vaporizing like, you know, dew in the summertime in Florida on grass. I mean, like just gone. But it's interesting because we talked about, you guys can let me know in the comments if you remember this would eventually evaporate right around Monday because it would follow the news cycle because of inconvenient facts that keep on coming out. Again, it's like breaking like a freaking just waterfall at this point. They've lost the View. Watch this. I like I said, I expected it to disappear without a whimper. But I didn't expect them to do a complete and total double down on, watch.
It is a reminder as this is happening in our country that we have to have peaceful protest, because I think any time you have someone that is obstructing or cutting people off, she does not deserve to be dead, but that is also creating this situation of a tinderbox. And this is why we're seeing more shootings right now.
Hold the phone. First of all, dead giveaway tell when you have to do that caveat. Because every normal human being would go, yeah, no kidding, we don't want anyone to die. If you got to put the caveat, that means you're a lefty talking about how this person set up the wrong expectation. That's what that means. Okay. The View just came out and she said openly they were obstructing. They were actively in the process of obstructing. Y'all, that is a complete and total narrative shift. I thought it was just going to whimper out and nothing was going to happen. They were going to move on to other things about some other way that you and I are evil or Trump is evil or some other big orange man bad thing that was happening. But nope. Turns out they're just going to go straight into, they actually have to say what genuinely happened here. And I'm sure there's a reason. That's the fourth tab coming up. Make sure you hang in here. But let's keep going. Watch this, The View again.
These legal watchers step back, record everything, get it all down. But the fact that she was cutting off the road also contributed to the heat of this situation. We've got to remain peaceful. You can leave no room for error on this.
I just want to say, I don't know why she was, from my understanding, she had just dropped her kid off.
Well,
and was
the
trying
videos have
to
now revealed that her partner and her were coming to watch these or slow up the ICE. They want to notify the public the ICE officers are coming. So she meant to park that way.
Whoa. I was told by The View, I was told by the left, I was talking about every single Democrat that she intentionally was just going to, just going to drop her kid off at school, getting some groceries, just getting some milk. She wasn't blocking the road, even though all the videos showed her blocking the road. She wasn't doing that. And she wasn't intentionally obstructing ICE, being a member of something called ICE Watch. No, she did none of those things. Well, then when the facts start to come out, you start to see a collection of videos where the media starts covering their asses like this. Now the video did come out. It's very clear that video never changed and it was very clear the whole time. What you're looking at is them covering their butts because it's getting so bad with some of the information that I'm showing you around Antifa links and all other sorts of nefarious connections. They're going to start going hard. Watch. I got even more for you. This was the one I showed you on my live stream last night. This MSNBC saying the same thing.
This was a mother. This was a woman that even said, hey, I'm not mad at you.
Right. Literally seconds before she was shot.
But the reality is that there was a point where she was using her vehicle as a weapon, right?
Was she?
That is what the video
That is an accusation. That is an accusation. But that is not
I saw where her wife was saying, come on, baby, let's go. Drive, baby, drive. There is a video where she's charging using her car. Now, we can debate that. If we have the clip, great. But I'm not going to say that this was right. That is just one thing that I don't think this administration should do either. This went too far. This was a mother.
So MS Now is getting on the whole bandwagon of doing the caveats and everything, but at the end of the day, she weaponized her vehicle and she went forward, and we got to kind of say it. Guys, you seeing it? The View comes out and finally admits everything that we knew from day one. The MSNBC episode you're watching right now comes out and admits everything that we knew from day one. I mean, a little bit more resistance on this one, but come on. Okay, let's keep on going. How about CNN as a little topper to this whole thing? Again, I told y'all I thought it was going to go out with a whimper, but it turns out they're just starting to cover their butts. I mean, like, just make sure you catch the live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Watch this.
From your experience, what does that show? What does that slowed down version tell you?
Well, the slowed down version is showing me that when the SUV pulls forward, they make contact with the agent in the street, and then immediately following that contact, you hear 3 gunshots follow.
So there's, according to you, you do not hear a shot before contact.
I do not. Not in this particular video. Absolutely not.
And
you just heard the narrative crumble. Literally, MSNBC, The View, or MS Now, excuse me, rebrand. The CNN clip I just showed you, The View, they're all magically getting in line and saying, yeah, we knew the whole time. We were all being propagandists for about the last 72 hours. What do you think changed? No, honest to God question. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. What possibly could have changed that all of these organizations that went so full to the hilt for murder, propaganda, nothing happened, innocent, she wasn't blocking the road. What do you think would have changed any of that? Time's up. It's probably something like this. It's confirmed that the anti-ICE vehicle rammer Renee Good's organization, Minnesota ICE Watch, explicitly trains their members to assault ICE and federal bureau agents, on top of harassing and targeting their vehicles. Micro Intifada is on there. Break their grip. Y'all, this is literally Antifa, anti-resist, or resist the system, the whole system, ICE Watch, all of it. Oh, I don't have it up. Sorry. There it is. Right there. Y'all, you think that had anything to do with anybody across all the clips I showed you immediately backpedaling and immediately admitting what everyone on the planet knew except the left-wing hacks? Maybe the connections to Antifa, maybe the connections to ICE Watch, maybe the pamphlets that are being handed out at the protests that are spiking up in Minneapolis that are from the revolutionary communist. You guys seeing all the connections, all the fingerprints, everything? Maybe that has something to do with The View all of a sudden seeing the light and saying it online. MS Now saying it online. Anderson Cooper at CNN saying it online. Y'all, I genuinely thought that they were going to bury this thing, but now it's so bad they're having to cover their butts. I'm just saying. It's going to be one heck of an exciting live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you there. I'm Braden. Later.